Hello everybody, Abed's brother here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the performance of Fallout 4 on my FX-8320e and RX 480 system that is running Linux. So, let me start with the terminal, and let's make this nice and big. And we're going to do -B. Oh, it's a little too big. There we go. So this is an FX-8320e, and I'm running it overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz, and I'm running an RX 480 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. This is Linux Mint XFCE, so we're running X11, and we're using the AMD GPU driver with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. So let's take a look at the launch parameters. We're using game mode run mango HUD command, and we are using Proton 9.0-4. There is one other thing for this on the DLC. I am not running the high resolution texture pack. I'm trying to keep VRAM, even though this GPU does have 8 gigabytes of VRAM, I am trying to keep it under 4 gigabytes for those of you who do not have an 8 gigabyte version of the card. The 4 gig versions generally go for quite a bit cheaper than the 8 gig versions, so just something I'm trying. Oh, you're setting me for ultra quality, but we can try ultra quality. But I mean, texture quality says ultra, but it shouldn't be any difference from high since the HD texture pack is not installed. But okay, you're saying we're a go for ultra? No, that shouldn't be. Let's do nope, we'll stick with Ultra. Let's see what it's got. There's a bug. Oh, I don't know if it's a bug. It's just on optimization. In Fallout 4, there's issues with God rays on Ultra quality. And it can cause some slowdowns. That's even on Windows on optimized stuff. See, we're only getting, we're only getting in the 50s in the menu here. I think this scene is 3D. Okay, well, let's continue. Let's see what I've got. So my plan for this video is just to, well, let's see what frame rate we get. If I don't like it, I'm going to exit out and lower the settings until, because you can see one core is generally getting loaded up. Even with the latest Fallout 4 updates, this is still not a very multi-threaded optimized title. And here we are at the top steps in Diamond City. It looks like there's no draw distance here. It looks like we're maxed at 50. Oh, you know what? I bet vertical sync is on. No, but we're near 100% in the RX 480 anyway. Oh, am I going to have to go in and edit a config file? Damn it, Bethesda. We're just about maxed here. See, I'm facing the wall, but it's like, it seems like we're capped at 50. Second I turn out here, we're down. Okay, I'm going to try lowering settings, and we'll see if I can hit 60. Why do you have to upload a new cloud save? I literally did nothing in the game. I think I'll go to medium. I'm not concerned about the VRAM. Without the HD texture pack, you saw we're using about 3. If we swap in and out of a couple areas, I expect we'll get close to 4, but I don't think we'll go. Okay, let's go to medium quality. And what does that do? Ambient occlusion is still high. Medium, lighting quality high, high. Okay, so this is the medium preset. If we're still stuck at 50 FPS after we load into the game, that to me is going to mean I'm going to have to go into the find the config file and just set change iPresent interval. And it looks like we are still at 50 even in the menu here. And VRAM is way down. All right, I'm going to do that. Now you shouldn't have to upload. Yeah, no cloud file. Okay. So, how do you do this on Linux? Well, browse local files. So Steam creates a virtual Windows environment. Now this is the game folder. That's Fallout 4 prefs, but in Windows, the one you had to modify was the one in your documents folder, not the one in the game folder. So where is that? Should be I think it's Compat. Oh, what is the app? Damn it, what is the app number? Because it's in one of these, I guarantee you. How about we go to the store page? If I see in the title bar, 377160. Did you see that? It was in the it's up here in the title on the Steam web page. So it says store.steampower.com/agecheck/app/377160. So 377160 is the app number. And it's not here. Oh no, here it is. I missed it. Okay, config info, DOS devices, drive C. So I'm thinking it'll be here. Would it be Steam user? Documents. I think it's My Games. Fallout 4. Fallout 4.ini or Fallout 4 prefs? I think it's Fallout 4.ini. We can do a Control F. I present interval. Unless they patch this out. I present interval equals 1. So let's make, there it is. So let's just make that 0 and save. And now we need to make it read-only. So we're at medium settings, properties, permissions, owner, read-only. Oh, no, wait. We'll just make it all read-only. That could be a mistake. I hope not. Okay, close out. No, we're still at 50. No, there's 50. No, I'm still seeing 51, 52. And the iPresent interval I changed was the wrong one. Maybe it needs to be Fallout 4 prefs. But we are not regularly at 100%. We should definitely be getting higher frame rates. All right, well, there's going to be a fair amount of editing in this video. So, on reflection, it probably should have been Fallout 4 prefs.ini, since that's the preferences file. So, let's open that up. Let's see if this does it. This looks a little more like what I was expecting. So let's do Control F. iPresent interval. I'm sure all the Fallout normies were like, it's Fallout 4 prefs, everybody knows this. And we'll save it. iPresent interval 0. This should do it this time, I'm pretty sure. So let's change the properties, the permissions, I mean. Read only, and let's launch it again. I did change the permissions on Fallout 4 INI back, by the way, to read and write. But now let's start it and see if we're still locked at 50. I think the smoother frame rate in Diamond City there was because I dropped from Ultra to Medium, so I would definitely go for Medium on this. Because the problem with the FX-8320e and RX 480, again, the demand is going to always be... Ah, yes, we're unlocked now. Okay. Here we go. Our frame rate is finally unlocked. So what's Fallout 4 prefs? So the problem with FX-8320e and RX 480 is going to be... when you turn settings up in Fallout 4, you're going to be increasing the draw distance, which means more things need to be loaded at once, which is going to be a bigger strain on the CPU, and this engine is particularly single-threaded. That's its focus. Okay, let's head back up to the steps here. So we will have screen tearing. Yes, we finally have frame rate. What do we get? All right, not bad. Not bad. I can take this. I don't remember how many fusion cores I have left in my inventory, so I'm reluctant to take my power armor, which isn't here anyway. I usually leave it here. Maybe I left it back at the settlement.
You think the top brass want us out here as a goodwill effort?
So that's pretty impressive in my opinion. Top of the steps in Diamond City at 1080p medium, we dropped to 54. That's not as bad as I was expecting. And again, this is down to the CPU, really. The FX-8320e AMD CPUs of this era really do not like the Creation engine. And that's been known for a while. But with some of the more recent updates to Fallout 4, there was a big update to Fallout 4 a couple of months ago. I believe they brought over a bunch of the patches and fixes to Fallout 4 that they created for Fallout 76. That's a guess on my part, but it seems a lot more multi-threaded than I remember it. We're still not at 100%, you can see, in a bunch of areas. So there is still some CPU bottlenecking going on here.
Paper was right all along. I always thought the mayor was just a blowhard.
Nah, I don't know if we could get away with high settings. So that's Diamond City. I'm just going to fast travel. I'm going to fast travel to the settlement. Where's my settlement? Here we go. Oh, yep, that's where my power armor is. I'm going to fast travel to Sanctuary. And then I'm going to wander around a bit. And then I think I'll go to Far Harbor, because that's usually pretty demanding with all the fog effects and such there. And that's my plan for the video. So, hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching.
So, the big kaboom, it's on CIT. I hope the stories are true. Just to talk about what was coming to him.
You ain't armed. You ain't long for this.
My grandpappy had a suit of power armor. Ah, it's been ages.